Folks, I'm making this little video mostly to ask questions. Okay, I want to use my NanoVNA to test the, call it integrity, SWR, and effectiveness of a 1-to-1 current balun. Okay, and it's made this way on a 240-43 ferrite core. These are 12 windings per side on the core, and inside the balun, the black wires are connected together at each end, and the green wires are connected together at each end, and signal goes through it. And hopefully it will attenuate common mode current, but right now I want to make sure I don't blow any radios up. So I want to test the SWR. And one of the things about the NanoVNA is calibrating it. And from what I understand, the calibration has to be performed at the frequency range you want and using the test leads that you want. So here are my test leads. This will connect into the PL259 of the balun, and this right here is a 50 ohm resistive load. I've got two 100 ohm resistors in series, or not series, in parallel, and that's inside the heat shrink there. And of course, my connectors on the end are just simply ring terminal type connectors that are soldered onto the wire. So in order to get an accurate reading, from what I understand, on the VNA, I have to calibrate it to these standards. And so here's how I'm doing that. Let's turn it on. Okay, right now we've got all of these traces, and it's all good. I have SWR on channel 0, and I've got channel 1 log mag. I'm not worried about that. I'm really mostly just worried about the Smith chart and SWR. So we're going to turn off the unneeded traces here. Let me get a menu here. Go to display, trace. I don't need that trace. Alright, and I don't need that trace. Okay, so now I've just got the Smith chart and the SWR. And of course it's showing everything all opened up. I have this cable connected here. You can see that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to calibrate everything with this and try to get things zeroed out. And here's how I do it. I've got my start and stop frequencies set to 20 megahertz start, 30 megahertz stop. And so we'll go through our calibration. Go to cal. I'm going to reset everything. And then I'm going to go to calibrate. And I'm just going to leave this open, just like this. And I'm going to call that the open calibration. Alright. And now, to short it, I'm I'm going to use my alligator clips, if they'll stay on. I'm going to use my alligator clips here to just short across from shield to center conductor, if I can get it to stay on there. Alright, so from shield to center conductor, I'm calling that my short standard. And so we'll go here, short. Alright, and for the load, I'm going to take this away. I'm going to take my little homemade load here, and I'm going to apply one end to the shield, the other end to the center conductor, just like that. I'm going to call that my load. I'm going to call this good. I'm going to say it's done. I'm going to save it in location 1, and then I'm going to enable the correction. We're going to go back. And now I'm going to connect up my balun, just like that. Get this anchored in here just right. There we go. And I'm going to, right now with no load on it, it's showing 1.18 SWR with no load. I'm putting my load across the antenna connections for the balun, just like that, and it's showing 1.09 SWR. And let's close that out. And the Smith chart is showing 53.7 ohms, with a little bit of inductance, 17.9 nanohenries of inductance, and that is at 20.5 megahertz. We'll go to the center, and at 25.2 megahertz, it's showing 0.8 SWR, or 1.08 SWR. But the main question with all of this is, am I getting a semi-accurate reading with my calibration method? So, all of you NanoVNA gurus out there, the people who know all this stuff the best, let me know if my calibration methods are totally screwing up my readings to the point where they're absolutely useless, or if my calibration methods are adequate enough to measure a 1-to-1 balun. And that's what I need to know. And if I'm hosing it up, if you can offer suggestions to how to do it better with what I have as far as test leads and loads and all of that, I would certainly appreciate it. So that's what I've got. Thanks for watching. Let me know what I'm screwing up. I know I'm screwing it all up. I've got to be. Things just can't be that good that easy. So let me know in the comments. I'll post this video to both my personal Facebook page and also to YouTube channel. Thanks, folks.